What is a mistake that you regret, that you want to warn us about? Keep a close eye on your relationship with substances. Many of you will have serious problems with them and won't realize until you're in very deep. The shackles of addiction are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. I think I'll not be drinking for the rest of the week. Take your days off, take your sick leave, and most of all save up money and take your vacations. Companies want you to think you are invaluable to them, but in the end they will let you go and forget you as soon as you are gone. As an old person, this is one of my regrets. Why did I work so much overtime, never take holidays, etc.? I'm suffering because of this and feel miserable, guilty and helpless when I'm off work. It's come to a point where I feel I'm burning out and losing my sanity. Can anyone spare a moment to chat with me about this? My wife feels the same. If she isn't busy doing something constructive or responsible on her time off, she's been taught that resting or taking a break is for lazy people. So of course when it's the weekend and she's done working her 50-hour week, she feels the need to wake up early, no matter how tired she is, and find some paperwork to do or some chore to take care of, even if I offer to do it in her place, so she can calm down. Don't date someone cause you are lonely. Date someone because you see a future with them. So many wasted years when I was a teen and early adult. Edit. Also don't drink your life away. Also don't stay with someone because you care about them and don't want to let them down / make them sad. It will be better for you both to cut it when it's not working. But we have a Minecraft server together. That for life. If the group of people you're hanging around at school or elsewhere always make fun of you in a joking way, stop hanging out with them. If everybody gets their share, then it's alright. But if you're the butt of every joke, then it's not really friendship. You're just a lightning conductor for all their insecurities. Have some self-respect. Edit. Since my post is getting some attention, here are a couple of advices. If you having doubts about your friends, here is a simple test. Wait for the next time they make fun of you. When they do, instead of laughing with them, just look annoyed and tell them that you're not in the mood today for whatever reason you can come up with. Tell them to please not make fun of you today. If they oblige and back down, then maybe their friendship is genuine. Maybe. If they double down, then fuck them. They will never have your back. Flee. Also don't be afraid of not finding other friends. What you have right now is not better than nothing. It's negative friendship. It's an abusive relationship that make you feel worse than if you were alone. Don't be afraid to be alone. It won't happen. What's stopping you from having new friends is that abusive relationship you're experiencing right now. Get rid of it and you'll meet new people. 7th and 8th grade I had that one friend who wasn't really friend, and then I turned around and did it to other kids. I know how shitty I must have made them felt, and I didn't think about it until years later. Same. I only realized what a shit child I was after I graduated. Triple redundancy. Back up all your photos, videos etc. I lost about a year of photos, which included a couple of big life events. Mostly I backed up but got sloppy. Cloud storage is very cheap, but don't rely on just that. Put it on a hard drive as well and a few other places. Also, for those who are a little older, check all those old DVD/CDs you burnt, as they are degrading and data is being lost. I worked in an Apple store. I had a lady come in and tell me she was really worried because she dropped her phone in the sink and it won't turn on. She's panicked because she's a single mom and all the photos of her young daughter are only on this phone. Open it in the back and sure enough, it's completely soaked. There's still water on the battery and all the water indicators are red. I had to walk out and tell this poor woman that she no longer had photos of her daughter growing up. This was not news she was happy about, and it was a rough day at work. I'll let her know about data recovery, but how much that would cost in that situation I have no idea. Back up your data. Edit. For context, this was over 5 years ago. I understand there's an automated backup option, but that can be shut off. Not everyone is a tech whiz, and that job taught me most people do not understand how their phones work or the services offered. I had to walk so many young people through understanding you can be logged into your email on more than one device. It's not like she was the only one not understanding her iPhone. I just walked around the house for the last hour sniffing to discover the cause of the bad odor in the house. Was there a dead mouse in the walls? Maybe the garbage can needed to be washed. The hamper had wet towels in it. Was that the cause? I was going to light a candle to get rid of the smell, but my housemate got up and discovered the gas stove was on all night with no flame. I almost blew us up. Wow, that's a terrifying thought. Just out of curiosity, how did you not recognize the smell as gas? I feel like that's such a distinct smell, I would have recognized it immediately. Not op, but when I was a teenager I was playing cards with some friends in my kitchen. One of us bumped the knob on the stove and didn't notice it turned on. We all smelled it, but all of us thought it smelled like trash, like as if there was something in the garbage can in the kitchen that just smelled very strongly. When my dad walked in he knew what it was immediately though, so maybe the smell isn't super distinct for everyone. I had the opposite happen. I thought there was a gas leak and I couldn't find it anywhere. I started freaking out when I couldn't find it and called the gas company, who sent someone out with the tools for the job. They couldn't find anything either, but they agreed it smelled like gas. Turns out that one of my son's diapers didn't make it into the trash can and was trapped behind it. We always just took the bag out, so we didn't notice it and was starting to smell really bad, and strangely that smell is just like a gas leak. The gas guy found it. It was super embarrassing, but he was really awesome about it. He just said, "I'd rather come out for nothing, and you have some peace of mind." Don't put too much thought into what people think about you. Just be a good person and have good intentions and realize that you can't please everyone. Unfortunately, this happens subconsciously. We judge people on appearance, accents, clothes, and even how they walk. It's a tricky one to adjust to, but can be done. Learn to judge people on their actions as opposed to their physical appearance. Always watch how your love interest treats other people. The day will inevitably come when that person will treat you the same way. Yikes. Now I gotta find a whole new person to obsess over and avoid. Don't waste time being anti. I spent a lot of time in high school looking down on people's choices of music, movies, hobbies, friends, etc. I said things like they only like it because it's popular. This thing I'm into is clearly better. I was a bit of a dick, and later I realized it's okay to let people enjoy things that I don't. I wasted a lot of opportunities to learn new things and make new friends because of that attitude, and I regret it a lot. While I agree totally, I would say not to beat yourself up too much over it. That is a fairly common characteristic for people in high school. I went in the late 80s. It may not have been as obvious back then, since we didn't have social media like today, but there was still a lot of that type of thinking. That and being into something until it got popular, then suddenly being anti that thing just to be a contrarian. Not breaking up with a guy immediately after he hits you for the first time. I'm sorry doesn't press the reset button. I was trapped in an extremely abusive relationship for 9 months, and it all started cause he pinched me at an airport for letting someone cut us. 3 months later he was putting me in headlocks and choking me for not letting him move the bed. Jesus Christ, I'm glad you got out. Same goes for other gender combos, no matter what gender is doing the hitting. I was on the receiving end of it for 4 years of my life that I want to forget, and all I can do is tell people to bail if their partners get physically violent. Brushing your teeth might seem minor, but if you don't, holy shit, it's finna come hit like a truck, and also makes finding a soulmate a whole lot easier. I thought that most people brushed their teeth at least twice per day, unless I'm in an exceptional circumstance, like I've crashed at a friend's house. I almost always brush in the morning and evening. If you don't have parents who made sure you brushed your teeth twice a day, then it's a harder habit to keep up than you think. Also, if you're going through depression or something, then it's easy to ignore/forget teeth brushing. I agree so much. My mom never enforced brushing our teeth. A single mom working 2 jobs with 4 children doesn't call for the most stable environment. But I didn't start brushing my teeth until I was 17. Even then it was whenever I felt like it kinda thing. I'm 20 now, and I brush my teeth every single morning. However, I still struggle to brush at night. It's hard to pick up habits as an adult that one should have learned as a child. Take care of what you have before it becomes what you had. This includes your body. Late, but this is really important. If internet can do something, is to teach you how fragile is a human body. Not only break your neck or slice your arm, There's a complex system working underneath that we must be aware and take care of, as we're the only one who will suffer the consequences of its degradation. Eat good, exercise from time to time, reduce or eliminate drugs. Take your mental health always in consideration, as nothing is that good to jeopardize it. We are not perfect and we'll fail. It's part of life. Find something, small or big, that inspire you a little to change a lot. Got any similar advice? Leave it in the comments below.